All right, Shalom. First off, I want to start with saying all praises, honor, and glory is due unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai by Hashem Kakadash. All praises to the world-class God, whose true name in Hebrew is Yahweh, by Hashem and in the name of Yahushai, being the name of the only begotten Son. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, peace and mercy to the hopeful elect. Preaching word and truth and sincerity on the brother Tazabah of the Great Millstone, Arizona Camp, Lord Will, with another video to edifying. Excuse the noise in the background. There's some stuff in the dryer room, but I'm gonna start off with this. We're gonna get into some prophecy because these things that are happening globally is gonna be happening in America pretty soon, and you see that they're using the same, tactics in other countries, while those same things are being promoted here in America. So we're getting ready to see some turmoil heat up, right? In Babylon the Great, among many things, we're at the end, right? So Revelation 19:10, it says, "And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushai. Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahushai is the spirit of prophecy." So that's the testimony of who the world enemy calls Jesus, whose true name in the Hebrew is Yahweh, Yahushai, and his father's true name in the Hebrew is Yahweh. To have the spirit of Yahushai is to have the spirit of prophecy, right? To actually be able to go into these scriptures and dissect them and compare them to what's going on in the earth today, right? Let me get this one. This is Isaiah 42:9. It says, "Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them." Right? So for you to have a true teacher in this thing, he'd have to be talking about future events according to the scriptures, not according to how they feel, right? Not a ultra prosperity doctrine. Right? You can encourage brothers to let them know, like, things ain't gonna be, right to shit all the time. You're gonna have moments where it's not. But you preaching a doctrine where it's all gain and is godliness, that's not according to the scriptures. The scriptures tell you that this book is written without limitation, mourning, and woe. Right? There's a lot of hard times that's written in these scriptures. Right? Now, the reason why I bring these up is because right here it says French elections results trigger riots. Right? It says and it says turmoil erupted after the left-wing New Popular Front coalition emerged victorious. Right? It says riots, clashes, and looting broke out across France as left-wing supporters flooded the streets to celebrate the New Popular Front coalition's victory over the right-wing National Rally in President Emmanuel Macron's centrist on Sunday. So really, you got to take note of two major things. They're talking about a right and left wing, and that's something that they talk about in America. Now there's two-party system here in America, Republicans and the Democrats, and right now, right, everybody's looking at those two opposing sides, right? And you have Joe Biden sitting there saying that he doesn't agree with what the polls, he doesn't believe nor agree with what the polls are saying about his numbers. Right? If you watch that movie, what is it? Let me see. Yeah, the recent movie Civil War. Right? The plot in the movie was one of the presidents went for a third term in office and started bombing U.S. citizens. And that's how it all popped off. So, right, we know that there's not a third term scenario in there, but this president can choose to stay in pass the so-called votes, right? It says over 30,000 riot police, including 5,000 in Paris alone, were deployed across France to prevent violence and political tensions as political tensions rose ahead of the election showdown between the right and the left. It says shortly after preliminary results were announced on Sunday night, riots sparked at the New Popular Front rally in downtown Paris with Nantes, Lyon, Marseille, Rennes soon joining in. The crowd gathered at the Republic Square, firing fireworks and chanting "Young people, screw the National Front." You see? So that great divide is being set in. The people are taking things into their own hands. And this is prophecy, right? Now, these things that are happening here, wait till they mirror here in America, right? I ain't get to play videos. I don't know. There's some. See if there's anything else, man. See? Looting, rioting in the street. And why do you think people are so eager to do these things? Because what, their lives are miserable right now. Can't afford food, you can't afford a living, right? You had France actually leave the European Union. Well, the European Brexit was talking about the European Union being basically broken up, right? So now their buying power isn't what it was. Trade is more expensive between parties. So prices of everything over there went up. So people are on edge already with inflation hitting, all these things. And now political unrest, man, we're inching closer and closer towards, right, a time of trouble that this world hasn't even seen yet, man. Go back over here. The second Ezra 15, and second Ezra 15, and I'll start at 11. It says, "But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it." Right? They're talking about all these diseases and pestilences that are popping up. Right? They even got a whole new sexually transmitted ringworm. Right? It says, "They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blasting in hell, with fearful consolation." All throughout the earth, you have underperforming crops. Farmers committing suicide, going bankrupt left and right, losing parts of their land, or losing everything. Right? Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and the destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. And what's happening in France is going to be far more intensified here in America. Because here, and it's happened in France too. But in America recently, you've had them flood the U.S. with so-called migrants. And they're pushing them into Jake neighborhoods where there's already no opportunity. They're pulling away housing from men and only supporting the women and children. So now you sending a bunch of niggas on the streets with no option, no jobs are available, right? You bust them in, and right, what else are they gonna do? What else are they gonna do? And they're gonna be right by the Israelites that have already been in America this whole time and seeing that they fucked up too. So at a certain point, they're gonna link up. At a certain point, it's gonna be one people rising up against another, man. race wars, race riots, class wars, right? Even not occupation, but basically association, right? Association type wars, right? This person works in this field. This person gets down with these people. All it's going to be war on every front. It says for there's it says for there should be sedition, right, among men, violent uprising against authority. That's what sedition goes into. It says in invading one another, they shall not regard their kings and their princes, and the course of their actions to stand in their power. Everybody's going to do whatever the hell they feel like. This is what's going to happen in America. It's already happening in France. We'll see if it goes even further. But this is happening in a prominent Edomite nation, right? In 2024, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, right? This is a beautiful time, a very beautiful time to be in, and you know it's only going to get worse, right? It's going to come to America. It's going to get worse. There's not going to be there's not going to be any right, fun or good times. This stuff is just only going to intensify. I think it's 15. What is it, man? Let me look this up. Isaiah 19, Salakia, 19 and 2. It said, I started 1. It says, the burden of Egypt, behold, Yahweh rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst thereof. And that coming with the cloud is those chariots, right? And now there's more and more, so-called UFO sightings. Right, we had the LA camp recently get visited by what we believe to be an angel. Right, so the Lord is really checking this and scoping this place out for the destruction. Right, Isaiah 19 and 2, it says, and I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptian, and they shall fight every one against his brother and every one against his neighbor, city against city and kingdom against kingdom. Right, that's a sedition among men. It says, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof. And they shall seek to the idols, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards. Right? It's about to get dark. Right? The night, like the scripture said, the night is far spent. These things are going to intensify at a rate that we have never seen. Right? In a way which we can never fully detail, man. We might have a idea of what it'll be like, but really any of our ideas are going to fall short from what is actually going to be here, man. Matthew 24 and 6, it says, for ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and earthquakes and pestilence, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. You see, this is just the start. Wait till this thing starts really snowballing, man. All right? So keep your eyes open. Lord willing, is edifying. Call all Yahweh Shemar Shabbat Shalom.